Hey guys, welcome to my gift guide for 2021. This is going to be maybe a little bit of a smaller scale gift guide to my usual ones. These are just small little gifts that might inspire you to think up an idea if you're struggling, and all this stuff is obviously vegan and cruelty free where applicable. So yeah, subscribe if you want to see more from me, and I'm going to get straight on into it. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so ahead of the game. Previous years I literally released these on like the 19th, 20th of December. It's not even December yet as I film this. Very, very normal accomplishment, but for me, I'm going to celebrate. Okay, so when it comes to beauty products, I wanted to recommend, I feel like beauty products make a really good stocking filler. Oh God, this jumper's sagging down. For anyone who is interested in beauty or the beauty world, you know, a couple of beauty products here or there don't go amiss in a stocking. And I know a lot of the more affordable brands like Revolution. I do love Revolution in terms of the quality of their products is amazing. They make my favourite concealer. It is quite plastic heavy, so I thought I would mention a slightly more sustainable option. It's actually also under the Revolution umbrella, but it's called Planet Revolution. And I do have a whole video reviewing this range if you want to check it out, but I thought I would shout out a few products that I think would make good stocking fillers. So first and foremost, they have come out with a reusable sheet mask, and I won't lie to you, if you are a OG viewer of my channel, you'll know that I actually came up with this idea about 3 or 4 years ago. And they finally made it happen. Had I jumped on the bandwagon, could this be a fruitful business by now? Potentially, but I didn't. My thing is like, oh, that'd make a good business idea, and then just never getting around to actually venturing into it. So anyway, that's one side. I'm not saying this was my idea, but it was my idea. I'm just kidding. But anyway, they've come up with a reusable face mask, which is a sheet mask. Don't know what a sheet mask is. It's basically a mask that you put on your face, all over your face, and it's usually comes in a single-use plastic sachet, and they're soaked in a serum, and they are really, really good. They are very, very popular, and for good reason, but they are so wasteful, and there are so many of those that go to waste every single day. They end up in landfill. There's no way to recycle the plastic outer. The sheet mask can't really be reused or recycled. It is a very wasteful practice, but this is a brilliant idea if I do say so myself. It's essentially the sheet of the mask, and then you soak it in a serum. They actually sell like the serum water, the sheet mask water, if you want to buy it from this brand, or you can just use your regular serum and then wash them afterwards and then reuse them. So yeah, pretty darn cool. And they're made from organic cotton. And that's all to say on that one really, but I do like a lot of their products. They do a lot of stuff in cardboard instead of plastic, which I really hope they roll out to their regular range. I'm not going to harp on about this, but they basically launched a new brand to do all of this sustainable and ethical thinking, but they haven't done it to their original brands, which I find a bit odd, but hopefully in time that will happen. But if you are thinking of buying someone like an eyeshadow palette or a face palette for Christmas on a budget, I do recommend their eyeshadow palettes are nice, and also they do these face palettes which actually can be used as eyeshadows. These are a slightly newer launch, but it's all cardboard apart from the pans, which are aluminium, so you can like obviously recycle the whole thing once you're done with it, and they're really pretty eyeshadows. I probably would not use these on my face because I'm not really into like the intense kind of glittery blush or highlight, but they are really smooth. They're very soft. I'd be careful if you do buy these. They are super duper soft, but really nice. They're really pretty. And also their eyeliners, crayon eyeliners, I use these all the time, and they're really darn good. Just little gifts, but you know, good stocking fillers or like as something part of a gift. Really nice. And then I wanted to shout out a brand I've talked about a million times before, but Tula Rose soaps. I will leave like any details down below if you want to check out any of these small businesses. I probably shouldn't have started with a huge makeup brand, but trying to shop small is obviously very important, and Tula Louise make amazing vegan soaps, which sounds really boring. I won't lie to you, it sounds boring, but the products are amazing. And I don't know, if I was watching this I would think it's a soap, why are you saying a soap is so amazing? But they are so gentle and so like gel like, if that makes sense. If you like shower gels but you're trying to be more sustainable, you're trying to get somebody else to be more sustainable and kind of stop using so much plastic, I really recommend these because they are, I don't know what she does, but she does something, because it makes them, when they kind of foam up, it's almost like a kind of smooth gel on the skin. They feel amazing and they're very gentle. I think she does an unscented option, but most of them are kind of naturally scented and really, really nicely scented as well. My favourite is Mango, I think, is my fave. but I like a lot of them, and they are beautiful little works of art as well. She used to do them in individual cotton bags, but now she's made the packaging even more lower waste, and they are in these cardboard packages, so very recyclable, if you know what I mean. Obviously with the cotton bags you could reuse them, but this is just a little bit lower waste. So yeah, highly recommend these. I think they make a beautiful gift out or as part of a gift or a stocking filler. They are amazing. So yeah, and they also have a pop-up in Selfridges. If you're in London, I think they have a pop-up in Selfridges the first week of December, I think, but I'll put any details down below if you want to check them out. And I think that's pretty much it for beauty, but I wanted to mention a couple of skincare things. So if you've got sensitive skin, I wanted to recommend this bundle, which is by SOS Serum, who again are a brand I've talked about a lot on my channel if you are not new around here, but they are essentially a brand that does sensitive skin friendly sunscreen and like lots of different things. To be honest, they do hand sanitizer for sensitive skin. They do a really good, oh, it's not in here, what's it called, SOS Soothing I think it's called, or cooling serum. And if you've got eczema, I get eczema in the kind of crooks of my arms, and if you get eczema or if you've got sensitive skin and you react to certain things, I highly recommend it because it's vegan and cruelty free and fragrance free, very gentle and really soothing. If you sort of break out, if you know certain materials or detergents irritate your skin, I really recommend that serum. You get a mini of that, which I just mentioned. The only thing I will say with this brand is it's quite confusing. The products are not really clearly labelled, and you look at this and you think it kind of looks a bit sort of pharmacy-esque, and in a way it is. It's not bougie packaging, but the product inside is amazing. So if you're buying for someone who has sensitive skin or has tried, for example, if you tried to get them into wearing sunscreen every day but they just don't like it, they think it irritates their skin, they think it, you know, stings their eyes, I highly recommend getting this bundle or getting their SPF because it's very gentle. It doesn't look amazing, but the product is beautiful. And also this bundle is actually quite cute. It comes in this box. I'm doing like a sponsored post with this on my Instagram, but this is not sponsored at all. I just genuinely think it's a really good bundle. It's called their Christmas Indulgence Bundle, and you get their SPF 30, you get their SPF 50 in a little mini. This is amazing. I use this every single day. It's my favourite. You get their SOS Cleanse, which is a really gentle cleanser, and you get a mini of their hand sanitizer, very gentle as well, and the serum which I mentioned, which is good for kind of like inflamed skin or eczema, or like contact dermatitis I think it's called. And then also to make it Christmassy, you get this little ginger dropper, which is kind of like, I think it's kind of like the post poo drops from Antipodes. No, not Antipodes. What's that other one? Aesop, whatever that's called. So it's kind of like these bougie sort of bathroom drops, which are quite indulgent. These smell amazing, and actually when you open up the package, it makes everything smell very gingery, and it's ginger and black pepper bathroom aromatics. But yeah, it smells really good. Highly recommend this little bundle, and it's a good way to kind of introduce someone to a brand. I think it's really cute, and the box is all cardboard. And then lastly on skincare, I wanted to mention one of my favourite budget brands. There are loads of brands you can get bundles from these days, like Bybee, this brand Q&A do some really nice bundles. There's loads out there, but this one is a brand I've been really impressed with. I really recommend their hyaluronic acid, and I think my favourite product is the hyaluronic acid, and I am enjoying this vitamin C actually as well. This is one of their newer launches. I think I might do a kind of best of brand focus video for this brand because they've got loads of products now and they are all vegan, cruelty free, pretty darn affordable, and they do bundle deals. But yeah, Q&A, really recommend. Stocking filler, really nice, and they come in individual cardboard boxes like this. This is like the peptide serum that would be inside a box like that. Really enjoy. Another great stocking filler is chocolate, and I wanted to recommend this chocolate because I feel like vegan chocolate is tricky to get right. I don't think every vegan chocolate I've tried is excellent, and I've really gone off the Bouger chocolates. I have recommended those in the past, and if you like indulgent truffles, they are really nice. I just don't really like them anymore. I've just gone off the taste. But back in the day I used to love them, so I don't know what's happened there. My taste buds have kind of changed. And these ones I'm really enjoying. I actually, again, did a sponsored post with Nomo on my Instagram, and they sent me a few things to try. I was so impressed by these, and I don't really even like caramel. Like Cadbury caramel would not be a chocolate bar I personally would pick. But these are really nice. They are their caramel filled choc drops. Surprisingly nice, and they come in this. They do an advent calendar version of this, or they do this kind of gift box. Bougie, huh? Will it fancy? And yeah, they're dairy-free, gluten-free, nut-free and egg-free. I tested them out on Lisa. She said they were really good. She does like caramel, but I think she's quite a harsh critic of vegan things. So yeah, she was very impressed. So if you've got someone with a nut allergy in your life who's also vegan or not vegan, I really recommend these. No missing out is the brand. Love them. Evolve are doing these cute little bundles as well that I thought I would shout out. So this is their Joyful Glow, it's called, and you get 2 products in each of these. This is their Love Super Smoother bundle, and it says the products you get on the back. In this one you get their Rose Quartz facial polish and then their Daily Renew face cream, and then in this one you get their Radiant Glow mask and a Miracle facial oil. But they're already packaged up as well, no need to do gift wrapping. Hey guys, I am jumping in here with my cup of tea and my many plasters. I've really stupidly bitten off my nails really far down, which is my worst habit. I don't always bite my nails, but when I do, oh my gosh, I bite down to the flesh. That's not what I'm here to tell you about. I'm here with my little Christmas tree because I actually forgot a couple of things to put in this gift guide. / they were at the flat and I was obviously filming that back in my parents' house. So I thought I would just jump in here and mention a couple of things that may also be useful. Starting with candles. I didn't mention candles, but I love candles. Who doesn't love candles? Everybody loves candles. There are loads of vegan options these days, and I wanted to mention this brand because I actually bought this for myself for my birthday in October, because why not? Treat yourself. And this is the brand Airy. It's spelled A-E-R-Y. And the idea behind these is that you can reuse the pot after you've finished with the candle. Not saying I came up with that idea a couple of years ago, but I might have started making candles and come up with the idea of repurposing the pots. Maybe not come up with the idea, but I also kind of co-signed the idea. So anyway, I obviously stand by the fact this is a really good idea. So the pots are really nice ceramic. They're not just kind of like a candle pot. They're actually like a ceramic pot. I don't know how I've got this dirty. I don't know how I've done that. But anyway, it's a lovely kind of like dusty rose outer. They come in a couple of different colours, and I think different scents are different colours. This smells incredible. This one is Parisian rose, and it does smell like rose, but it's not like a granny rose. It's a really lovely subtle vanilla rose. Because I say granny rose because my nan used to be obsessed with rose anything, like rose hand cream, rose bathroom freshener, rose room spray, rose perfume, rose everything. And so I kind of associate it with old grannies, but this is a really sophisticated scent and it burns really well. Like, I've burnt it quite a lot and you can see it burns really well, very clean, and I enjoy it a lot. So that one I highly recommend. Another candle which I'm pretty sure I recommended last gift guide, but this I still love and it's lasted me really well. It's got a little bit grubby / dusty because it is a year or so old now, but this is the Duval's Argan Skincare candle, and it's basically one of those candles that you light and obviously they burn, and then if you blow it out you can then use the oil on your skin. Obviously let the oil cool down a little bit, but it's a really lovely, if you have like joint pain or you know, like just for a massage, even if you just do it to yourself, a little shoulder massage, work it into the shoulders or like into the knees if you have knee pain. Oh god, it is so nice. And it can be kind of like, you can massage somebody else should you wish, but for me, I just kind of massage my own knees and my own back. But it's lovely. Oh god, nearly dropped it. So I wanted to mention a brand I've talked about quite a lot before, but I wanted to mention their coasters because I've been looking for nice coasters for ages and I finally found some, and these are by a brand called Glaze Me Pretty. They're actually ceramic coasters. These are the white ones and they're really lovely, got this glaze on them, which is quite good because I like white coasters and white sort of furniture, but it does show up marks, whereas these, because they have a bit of a glaze on them, they don't show up marks too much, as much as they would if they were just plain white. So yeah, wanted to recommend. She does loads of things like travel mugs. I've tried some of her travel mugs. I've tried her sort of like jewelry pots, really lovely, all handmade in South London. So I really recommend that brand. And also some perfumes that I mentioned a million times before, but Eden perfumes if you want a vegan perfume, and specifically this is a male perfume, or actually a unisex scent. This is my boyfriend's regular scent, and this just smells incredible. This one is a dupe of a really expensive perfume. I think it's like £300 or something crazy. Is it the Maison something, but it's really, really good, and I really recommend Eden. They do some amazing perfumes. But if you want one that's a little bit more bougie looking, because obviously they changed the packaging to this blue, and I don't know if it was just temporary whilst they were sorting out the bottles, or if this is a permanent change, but I don't like it. I don't think it looks really tacky. But this package looks amazing, and this is the Floral Street. This is one of their Eau de Parfum in Wild Vanilla Orchid. This one actually isn't my favourite. This is quite a kind of, it's very rich. Like, if you like, to me, I think I've described this before, and this reminds me of like dusty old curtains with vanilla and musk. So like a very kind of like rich, vintagey smelling perfume, if that makes sense. It's not really that powdery. I don't get a lot of powder from it, but yeah, if you like kind of like Black Opium YSL, they do a lot of these kind of like deep musky scents, but they also do lots of fresh scents. My favourite fresh scent from them is the Electric Rhubarb or Arizona Bloom. It's actually, that's kind of fresh, summery, but also got a bit of musk to it and a little bit of coconut, which sounds disgusting, but it's really, really good. So if you want to buy someone a perfume that is, these are quite expensive. I think this size is maybe like £60 or maybe even closer to £100. But you can get mini spray bottles that are like this big, and they're about £24. So yeah, you could get a smaller size, or they do a tester pack as well, which I think is about £15, and you get all the different scents as samples, which might be a good idea. And then I think last but not least that I wanted to mention is this. This is by Peep Club, and I thought I would mention it just because I thought it was pretty cool. This isn't necessarily low waist or anything, but I thought it was pretty funky. If there are any beauty lovers or people who are gifting for beauty lovers, this box is just, it's really quite lovely. And it is an eye wand to rehydrate and revitalise dry, tired eyes. And you basically, I haven't actually used it yet, so I mean, don't take my word for it. Look up some reviews, but I just thought I would recommend it as a potential gift because they do this cute little Christmassy pot alongside it. This is the eye balm, Vegan Society approved, Leaping Bunny approved and whatnot, and it's a kind of like a coconut eye balm that you're supposed to use with this, and it kind of warms ever so slightly underneath your eyes, but it also uses LED technology, which I know is a big thing at the moment. People love LED at the moment. So yeah, if you're looking for something, or someone's been requesting like an LED mask, but you maybe don't want to spend, they're quite expensive, those masks. I think they're like in the hundreds. I think this one's around £70, so it's a little bit cheaper. So I thought I would recommend it because it's like their whole thing is eyes and eye care. So I thought I would mention that one, and it comes in a lovely little box. And that, my friends, I think is it from me. I'll hand you back over to past me to finish off the video. And then I wanted to shout out books. I think a secondhand book makes such a lovely present, or you could do like a few books in a pile, tie them up with a ribbon, and I think you could, yeah, I think that's a really sweet gift. Like my mum got me some secondhand books for my birthday and I absolutely love them. So she got me one about London's best pubs, which I'm working my way through, and also this vintage craft book. And she actually got me the Pretty Little London, I think it's called, book, which I've got in my flat. So I don't have it to show you now, but I really like it. I think you can get some charity shops in terms of books are really, really great. And there's obviously like always fiction books, or this is a non-fiction book at the front that you could pick up for someone. And I also wanted to recommend, if my mum is watching this, can you please tune out, because this might be something that I'm getting you. Same with my dad, but I don't think neither of them will watch this, guaranteed. But if they are, click off, because there are these books. I think this is just such a good idea. So there are these books called Dear Mum. This is obviously assumes you have a mum or a dad to gift to. It's specifically for that niche, but actually they do some like Dear Daughter or Dear Brother. So basically they would have to be a relation to you, but they are called Dear Mum and Dear Dad, and they are books. I'm scared she's right outside. They are these books that are kind of blank, and then they've got questions at the top. So for example, it's like, Dear Mum, tell me something I wouldn't know about you from your childhood, or tell me a funny story from your childhood, or tell me about a job interview that went really badly, or just like random questions like that. And the idea is that they fill them in and then gift it back to you, and it's like you can learn about them, like things you wouldn't necessarily in day-to-day life learn about or ask questions about. And I just think that's such a good gift. I think that it would depend on the kind of person they are. Like I don't think I'm gonna get it for my dad, but I don't think he will fill it in. I don't think think you will. But my mum will she loves that kind of stuff, so I think she'll definitely fill it in. I just think it's a really cute it's like a present you're giving, but you're also gifting it to yourself because you're learning a lot about that person. The only thing is, it does assume, I was reading some of the reviews, and they do assume that your parents are still together. Like, if your parents aren't on good terms, maybe not a great gift to get them, because it's kind of like, tell me about like your first date with dad, or like tell me about the first time you met dad's parents or something like that. So yeah, not for everyone, but I thought I would mention it because I just thought that was such a good kind of small gift, but like good as part of a gift. I think that is pretty much, apart from some experiences that I wanted to kind of recommend. Down below I will put any links, because I'm going to do a couple of Instagram gift guides, so if you want to read and flick through them, I will leave those down below, because I think experiences are a great present, obviously COVID permitting. Some experiences that I have done that I would recommend. So afternoon tea is always a winner, and I think the vegan and gluten-free options for various afternoon tea places are actually getting a lot better. Like, I've done, when I used to work for the voucher company, I gifted my mum a Ritz afternoon tea voucher, which I looked up the other day. They are actually quite expensive. I think for 2 people it's like £130, but I obviously got a staff discount, so I remember them being cheaper than what they actually are. That is quite a lot of money, but yeah, a nice gift. If it's like a big present, that's a nice gift, and I highly recommend the Ritz one because they did it completely vegan and it was amazing. I've also done the vegan Fortnum & Mason one, which was really good but very long. I would say that they're both in a very similar area. They're both in or like right near Green Park. I would say I think I preferred the Ritz one just because the Fortnum & Mason one literally took about 5 hours. We went in and it was daylight, and when we came out it was pitch black dark. Like, it took so long. So if you're gifting for someone who will be up for like a really solid afternoon eating and drinking tea, go for it. But otherwise I think I'd recommend the Ritz one. And another gift that I think would be really, really cool, or like an experience gift, would be there's this art and social club in London, which I will leave their details down below. Sorry, this is very London centric, but this might give you an idea to then search in your city or in your town if there's something similar. So pottery painting is obviously a really good experience, but this art social club is trying to get adults into just creating and painting for the sake of painting. You can go on your own, you can go as part of a group. If there's enough of you, you can kind of hire out the space for the evening. I think it's bring your own drink or bring your own booze if you drink. And yeah, it's just such a nice wholesome thing to kind of do an activity together and paint something, and she'll give you like tips on painting or drawing or whatever it is you're doing. If you know someone who's kind of crafty or kind of trying to get into painting, it would be a really cool gift as well. And I'm sure they do them in other cities as well. And yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. I hope this was useful. Hopefully this has given you some inspiration. If it has, give this video a thumbs up if you fancy, and follow me on my socials if you want to as well. And have a wonderful Christmas if you celebrate. I hope you get everything you ever wanted, and if you want to look up some charities to donate to as part of the Christmas spirit, I will leave some down below as well. Lots of information going down below, down there, if you want to check it out. But yeah, thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.